From main eventing WrestleMania to opening up Dynamite and pandering for AEW and Tony Khan, I think it is fair to say that Adam Copeland has fallen off the edge in wrestling. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your AEW Dynamite review for the 3rd of April 2024. We are from Massachusetts tonight, not Boston though. Worcester, so not the hometown of John Cena. Wouldn't it matter if they was there anyway? You wouldn't be able to see him. But still, what we did see was Edge kicking off the show. The Rated R superstar, not so rated here. This was like a rated PG, rated ass kisser superstar coming out, basically trying to just put over AEW, put over Tony Khan, talking about how AEW has changed the game, changed wrestling, made wrestling a better place, trying to push AEW as this like positive business company that's thriving. And I think it was a sad state of affairs here to see Edge just doing this in the first place, and no doubt sent out by Tony Khan. I mean, I can't believe that Edge turned up one day and thought, you know what, see, tonight I'm going to go out and I'm going to kiss the ass of Tony Khan, AEW, and the people that made this business, and I'm going to tell lies about how AEW is doing well when it's not doing very well. Sad situation for Edge, but you know what? He took the paycheck, he came here, he could have retired in WWE, had a few more good years left in him. Was he doing a lot in WWE? No, but I mean, I'm sure he could have, you know, argued his case. He could have pushed for a better role in WWE, but he thought, no, I'm going to push myself out the back door and push myself into Tony Khan's unlimited funds. And that's what he's done. And if that means that he has to be an AEW shill from now on and say that this is the place he's had the most fun in his career. I mean, 32 years of his career, and he's having the most fun now. I don't know. I refuse to believe that, but it's Edge, it's Adam Copeland. What can I say?
CM Punk certainly rattled these guys with that interview earlier on this week, but yeah, this is just Tony Khan coming out cutting this promo. AEW, right, he lists off the people they've hired because they're a groundbreaking company. They simply went to AEW because of the money, or the simple fact that there's more chance of getting a 5-star match in AEW than there is in WWE. That's the only two reasons.
At least if Tony Khan cut this promo, it'd be fun, it'd be interesting, it'd be funny. Like I would laugh. When Edge cuts, it's kind of sad, you know. You're like, God damn it, really, Edge?
Yeah, when Edge said we're the best wrestle, that's what Tony Khan tweeted, and that's what he tweeted last week. So it's fucking not Edge. Like, Edge knows, man. Everybody knows. See, like Jericho, Edge, it's like Jericho. Jericho's been the AEW puppet machine for the past 5 years, but they know deep down that it doesn't shit on when wrestling was fucking good, man. You look at these guys, they're all jobbers. It's pathetic, the pandering going on. Pretending that... Like, you had FTR... Someone likened it, right, to the SmackDown after 9/11 this show. And you know what? Some of the pandering that was going on was near enough like it. Acting as if there was like a big terrorist attack against them. Because Punk spoke the truth. There's nothing... Right, we don't actually know what happened behind the scenes, right? Maybe Punk fabricated some things. But see what he said about the business side of AEW? He could not have spoke more of the truth. It is simply in business because of the amount of money Tony Khan has. It's not a business. It's not sustainable. It's just because of the fact that it's well funded. WWE is sustainable. And it's proven that for decades. And WWE will probably realistically never die. AEW might not, but it's only just due to the simple fact is they've got so much freaking money. And it's sad to see Edge come out and say this, but here, you know why he's probably having the most fun? Because he can go out and he knows that there's no standards, there's no pressure, and he's going to get fucking paid buckets full of money. It's exactly what CM Punk said. Guaranteed money.
Guaranteed money.
And it produces slopping. It does though. See if you don't know if you're going out and I don't know if I'm going to be guaranteed this money. I need to work my ass off to wake my way up the card, get on that pay-per-view. Like back in the day, you used to get your pay-per-view fees. Now like Mercedes Moné has signed a contract, right? And there's nothing even to do with the pay-per-views and all in it. It's simply just the base here. You're getting $4 million whether you like it or not. That's why back in the day it was better, man. People were actually encouraged to beat other people and be the best. It's like Austin saying he had to be the best McDonald's. If you work at McDonald's, you've got to be the best burger flipper. No, it's like a pish version of communism going on. In AEW, it's pathetic, even though it can only happen through capitalism. But enough about politics. Tony Khan's politics. He can piss off.
See AEW, like, what chance? Why can't Tony Khan just accept, look, I'm not the best man for the job. I'm not this good writer. I'm not this good booker. I'm not this good personality. I can still be the boss, but I'm going to put other people in these positions. I mean, why can't that happen? Like, see McMahon. McMahon was capable of being the boss. McMahon was capable of being the leader. McMahon was capable of being essentially the head booker, head writer. Like, obviously he had the people underneath him, but McMahon would give the final say. McMahon was capable of being a commentator, albeit I'd say that's probably the role he was weakest in. Although I think McMahon as a commentator, when his character had fully developed through the late 90s and 2000s, would have been a lot better. I think in the mid-90s he was still, like, you know, green or whatever as a commentator, and he hadn't really developed that McMahon personality yet. But McMahon could pretty much do it all. Tony Khan can't do any of it. So why doesn't he just go out and get people to be the head writers, get someone to actually be the head booker, let them lead the company, and if there's any input, if there's a certain direction Tony Khan wants to go, then yeah, he can give advice, he can give input, he can recommend things, but have somebody else be the one making the final choices, and hire someone as an authority figure. Who actually runs things in AEW? You know, there is no leadership in AEW. All you get is Tony Schiavone on commentary. Oh, and Tony Khan's telling me through my ear that match has been made official for next... Who's booking the matches? Who's running Dynamite? Who's running Collision? Who's running these shows? We never see it. We get the odd fucking audio for Tony Schiavone. I was about to say Soprano there, but it's definitely Schiavone, mentioning that Khan's made it official. Why not hire a permanent GM or director of authority or something like that, a chairman or something, like a kayfabe chairman? Why not? I thought that's what they were going to do when they brought in Regal. But as a power trip, I think Tony Khan would hate the idea of people seeing him not being in charge. I honestly believe that having a fake general manager that is running things, would piss off Tony Khan, because people want to think that it's his company and it's his sandbox and he's the one making all the sand castles.
Yep.
I actually believe that's what it is.
He's like when you were younger and you used to have all the figures and you had the arena. That's what fucking Tony Khan is.
It's like, I don't think Tony Khan wants someone in a suit to come out and make important matches. I think Tony Khan wants Schiavone to let you know that it's Khan that's made the match.
And I think the perfect example of that, right, is when he did the ROH announcement and had to point out, but I'm not Shane. Everyone knew, right, that's what the reference was. Because that's when wrestling was actually fucking good, funny enough. But he had to make sure, oh no, I'm not Shane. Well, he wasn't even saying it in a joking sense. It was a fucking meltdown inside his head. Oh, what if they think I'm Shane McMahon? I need to be my own person, even though I'm ripping them off. He's a sad, pathetic... No, it is. You see him hugging them. He's a fucking 40-year-old odd man.
He hugs him like he's a 6-year-old child. It's weird. It's very fucking weird. It's just a shame that... It's a shame that we never got somebody that knew more about the business with money that was willing to start a company.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Dixie Carter used to get a load of shit. She was never like Tony Khan.
Yeah.
May have been clueless in her own ways, but... Like, she had people around her, like, you know, she wasn't this, like, big man-child that wanted to be in control of everything.
See the way he acts, right, the way he's petulant, that could be such a good heel authority figure if they'd done it right. They could, like, in the comeuppance when he gets, like, powerbombed through a table, they could do it.
Like a Michael Cole or something?
No, but he's too insecure to do that. He has to be portrayed, you're right, as the booker, the guy that does fucking everything.
I'm the good man, the saviour of AEW.
Yeah, I'm the guy, see these 5-star matches, that's me. I'm not Vince, I book these matches, 40-minute matches.
McMahon doesn't get 5 stars, I get 5 stars. Anyway, let's move on here, because there's nothing on this show 5 stars. Match 1, Will Ospreay versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Will Ospreay defeats Powerhouse Hobbs. Whoop they fucking do. I mean, who cares?
Edge introduced him, right? And this just doesn't happen.
The aerial assassin, and we're sitting there thinking, I wonder who this is.
I had no idea who.
I thought it was maybe somebody new.
No, I'm not over it. Obviously, we know who Will Ospreay is now, right? We've seen him on TV the last couple of weeks, but...
No, but I didn't know...
I didn't know this was nickname.
His entrance music, his video package, the lighting... I didn't know who it was.
No, but it's pathetic. It's like, even the way he fucking introduces him. See, when wrestling is good, when would back in the day would Undertaker come out and cut a promo and be like, yeah, it's a great error. And then he'd be like,
welcome,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Please welcome the Texas Rattlesnake. I mean, what the fuck is this?
Edge is supposed to be competing with this guy for belts, wins, top of the mountain mentality. No, not in this company.
Then he comes out and even his poses on the ramp just look very feminine.
Oh, you slag. No, he's the only fucking slag. We get slagged off every week watching this pish. Dumb bastards.
Anyway, Ospreay won, and then there was a bit of a, not a brawl, but there was like a pushing match between Ospreay and Hobbs. Then Bryan Danielson's music hit, and Bryan Danielson comes out and he takes on Lance Archer. Now, Danielson and Ospreay literally back to back here. Matches back to back. They're facing each other at Dynamite, but no interaction.
This is except
no feud. No, the feud is you're a good wrestler, I'm a good wrestler. Let's wrestle. People are like, oh, defending it. I know, but they can book the match. The story will come after. Well, the story's not coming, right?
Well, no, but what fucking story comes after the match? What movie or TV show has a showdown before any story? Doesn't make any sense. The story gets you to care about the showdown.
Like, I don't remember Rocky fighting Ivan Drago before Drago killed Creed. Like,
no.
Oh, I want to fight you.
Why would Rocky train up the mountains after the fight's done? He's got brain damage.
Anyway, Bryan Danielson defeated Lance Archer. What's your thoughts on Lance Archer? You know, big guy, physically imposing. I mean, I suppose if treated properly, he could be a threat. He did have Jake the Snakes Roberts as his manager for a while, but he's just a bum.
No, I just don't care about Lance Archer. My problem with this is, you're right. I mean, you've got the back-to-back thing, right? See, when Rock and Hogan went into Mania 18, The Rock didn't have a match against Lance Storm, and then Hogan didn't come out immediately after him and have a match against fucking Hurricane. Without interacting, at least.
No.
But that's why AEW will never be good, right? See the ratings; they will continue to go down because what casual viewer, right, flicking through the channels, is going to be invested in their pay-per-view match when they don't even interact on television?
Yeah, no, it's shite. But let's get back to Lance Archer. You said you don't care about him. Do you not think like they've just killed their original roster?
I think that.
No, I don't know if Lance Archer was there for the beginning. I can't remember, but I know he was there pretty soon after it all started. But I just feel like there's only a select few guys that have kept like a main event or at least like a high level position on the card from, let's say, within the first like 6 months, a year of the company. It's almost like everyone that was there at the beginning kind of fizzled out. You know, so I mean, I think you just signed way too many people.
Yeah, and you're right though. I think with AEW now, it's literally ex-WWE guys or people from Japan.
It's lost its identity. See the core group at the beginning. There's a few of them that are still like Orange Cassidy or Darby Allin, but
MJF's away.
I mean, for the most part, like they're kind of done.
Yeah, like you look at. It's like people like Swerve Strickland, right? People may think, well, he's in AEW. No, but he was in NXT.
I don't think he came to AEW until like 2021 or something.
Yeah. And you get people like, even Billy Gunn was probably the best thing about this show at age, 60?
Actually, you know what? I'd say Strickland was maybe after that, because when he originally got called up, and was he not part of Top Dollar? Or whatever that group was, that faction was? Maybe I'm thinking the wrong person, but in terms of the core audience, in terms of like the core roster, there's not many people there. Anyway, Danielson won. Who cares? We got Lionheart, Chris Jericho begging basically to be Hook's partner. I mean, why? I don't really know. I mean, does anybody want this? Does anybody care about this? Does anybody need this? Is this really what is going to take wrestling forward? Hook and Jericho? I mean, Jericho does come across, in my opinion, these days as a sad bastard just trying to hang on or hold on to anyone that's like getting a push or anyone that's relevant.
There's no passion here. He just comes out. Yeah, last week I had a talking with Hook, and then Hook comes out with a fucking beanie. Looks like he's wearing a black KKK hood or something. What are you doing? I
genuinely don't see anything with Hook. I think that Jericho's hanging on to the wrong person here.
He's hooked into the wrong fucking guy. No, Jericho. No, yeah. At least Edge can still go. He looks the part. Yeah, he looks like a meth head, but I mean, he's still built. He still talks like Edge. Jericho's done. There's
Drink it in, man.
Lionheart.
Oh,
See, you're parading around as a gimmick that didn't work for you 30 years ago. What the fuck are you doing?
A little bit of the bubbly.
Like, see The Rock, he doesn't come out as Rocky Maifia, does he?
We are the nation, the domination. Anyway, Hook and Jericho having a match on Collision. Jay White's music hits, but Daddy Ass attacks him. Then we get a Billy Gunn versus Jay White match. Billy Gunn still looking in pretty good shape for his age. He does get the win, but it comes from DQ. The not the Ass Boys. I mean, what's the Acclaimed were taken out backstage, and then it was a beatdown. Billy Gunn outnumbered on the ring, chair shots, low blows, whatever. Billy Gunn wins, but it is what it is. Now, wrestling headlines rated this match. Have a guess. Out of 5 stars, what do you think they rated this match?
Billy Gunn against Jay White. Part of me thinks that they buried Jay White, so it might be low, but I think he'll go high. I'll go 3 3/4 stars.
A quarter star. With the note being, I don't need to see 60-year-old Billy Gunn absolutely destroy Jay White for 10 minutes and then decide not to pin him on multiple occasions. Awful. You talk about a bias. Just because Billy Gunn was in a match against one of your, current generation favourites, and your current favourite didn't win and Billy Gunn looks strong, you're going to say this was a quarter-star match? Fucking bullshit. I mean, is this match a classic? Absolutely not. But to say a quarter star, a 1/4 star. Not a star and a quarter, just a quarter star.
Yeah, I actually thought Billy Gunn looked pretty incredible in this match.
Yeah, look here, this wasn't an old guy that was, getting put over here at the expense and making a younger guy look bad. Billy Gunn was looking good here.
No, but this is where these marks, right? Was this fucking worse than the opener? The 2 openers? They were fucking shite. Didn't care about any of them. I'm not going to pretend that this match was great, but at least you had the element, at least you had a story element of, his sons are there. Is he going to hit him with a chair?
Yeah, well, let's do a comparison here to the opening 2 matches. So Osprey, Powerhouse, Hobbs on Wrestle Headlines got 3 stars and 3/4. So a quarter off a 4-star match, and then match 2 got 3.5 stars. So we get 3 3/4 stars, 3.5 stars, and then Billy Gunn gets a quarter star here. And you're telling me there's not some sort of agenda going on here? Come on, guys. Reel it in. Anyway, up next, we got a Willow Nightingale promo. This was fucking awful. She's talking about arenas she's wrestled in. Arenas where she's left her sweat on the canvas. And just nobody cares where your big fat ass is fucking sweated. It is what it is. That is never got over in wrestling. See someone saying, the years I put into this, or the sweat that I've left behind, that has never drawn a dime.
No.
Never drawn a dime.
No. It never. It just...
No, but that rhetoric, that's never been popular. When is that ever get people to go, holy shit, yes, you've sweated in all these little bingo hop? Never.
It only works if it's a big match and they're like, this is where I grew up, and they're giving you a bit of background and how what was their life like in their early years. But it's I'm sure she's probably fucking said this 5 times already.
Yeah, but look,
it pales in comparisons the amount of time she's probably fucking ate in a fast food restaurant.
The biggest feud in wrestling, and it's not even, you can't deny it, the biggest feud ever in wrestling is McMahon versus Austin. And that was never about how many buckets you sweated in these bingo halls and how many years Austin put into to hone his craft and get into the bit. That was not about that.
Yeah, no, and most feuds aren't.
That was like your fucking anti-hero Austin taking on the big bad boss. There was nothing about.
There's times where it works. So I remember Booker T. I remember watching WCW, and he was talking about, yeah, man, I was a gangbanger. He was talking about fucking going up with Stevie Ray in some shithole hood in Texas.
Yeah, but I think that works.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, but I think that kind of shows how he's changed his life around and how he's got to where he is today. But talking about indie shows that you've done, wrestling in front of 3 people.
Yeah, it's like
sweating in the ring. I mean,
you look at DDP, right? He got into the business late, so did LA Knight. I wouldn't give a fuck. You don't care if they come out and said, LA Knight could be like, I made a cameo appearance in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What does that do for your character? Nothing.
Yeah, she says she's going to be the new TBS champion, and then CEO Mercedes Moné comes out. The commentary team says, I can't remember I don't want to misquote them, but I think this says was it a great impact, an amazing impact.
An amazing couple of weeks so far in AEW.
Yeah, they said she's had an amazing few weeks in AEW, and I'm thinking, really? It's been probably one of the most lackluster debuts I can recall. I was expecting more from this, a lot more. I wasn't even expecting much, because I know Tony Khan and AEW always drop the ball, but I thought it would be a slightly bigger deal than it was, but she honestly just feels like she's faded completely into this female roster.
Yeah, but that's what happens though. With these big signings, look at Jay White though.
But that was basically
if it's that big a draw, he wouldn't be getting battered by Billy Gunn.
Her first promo, she wants you to believe she's the CEO, she's the boss, but she's coming out damn near crying, thanking all the fans.
Yeah,
come on.
I mean, no, yeah. Again,
it's supposed to be a heel here.
I worked so hard to get it. Fuck off.
Nobody cares. Honestly, nobody cares. But she says she wants the next shot at the title. We then got Best Friends versus the Young Bucks. Young Bucks win. Then one of the best, Trent attacks Orange Cassidy after the match, turns a heel. This got 3.25 stars, so again, only the Billy Gunn match apparently stinking at the joint. AEW Women's World Championship number 1 contender match. Thunder Rosa versus Mariah May. Now, it's not like Mariah May, if she's going to win, gets a shot at Toni Storm. So why not just make it like, oh, if you can get past Mariah May, you get a title shot against me? Why is that a number 1 contender match? Because that would suggest that, here, both of them can win this, and whoever wins it's getting the title shot.
Yeah,
but we all know that Mariah May isn't getting a title shot.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
So just a weird match to label a number 1 contenders match, but whatever. It's not the most worrying thing on the show, to be fair. Thunder Rosa wins, is what it is. This match got 2.5 stars, so again, that's a whole 2.25 stars more than Billy Gunn. What's the Billy Gunn hate all about? You tell me. We've seen some more ranking systems updates. I mean, who gives a shite? The ranking systems are dumb as fuck. Then Penta El Cero Medo, or Penta Dark, or whatever he's called, challenged Adam Copeland in the Cope Open. Just another guy in a mask that means absolutely nothing. Then in the main event, we got a sit down between Samoa Joe, contract signing Joe, and Swerve Strickland. It ended with a chain, Swerve trying to choke out Joe. Joe counters, Joe busts open Strickland with the chain. Strickland is bleeding everywhere. He gets the pen, he dabs the pen on his forehead, tries to sign it in ink, doesn't really work, so then he just has to wipe his hand and put that on the contract. I get what he was going for, and it would have been a cool effect, but surely he has to realise you can only cover the ballpoint of the pen in a small bit of blood. As soon as that touches the paper and you start moving it, literally you might get a blood on the first letter. You might get a bit of blood on the first letter, but the signature is going to just be pen.
Yep.
So he kind of realised that too. It's not. I know. I think it would have been cool if for him
to just use a red pen.
Or you would have needed some sort of pen that you can actually insert blood into, so blood can come out the pen. But simply dabbing the pen on top of your forehead isn't going to create a blood signature.
Yeah. There was a good joke though. Was it Samoa Joe said? He said you're going to be more mentally damaged than if you come out of one of P Diddy's parties late. I'll admit that's pretty good. Got a cheap pop out of me. Didn't expect it.
Yeah. So that was pretty good. We see the contract signing. He signs the contract. Then Joe comes down and puts him through a table, and that's how we end AEW Dynamite. So
this doesn't feel like a world title feud.
No, it doesn't.
I like Joe. Swerve Strickland though.
Down.
I just never got the guy.
I think he's got a wee bit of charisma, but I just don't really see him as this main event guy. It just doesn't feel natural. Why not give the guy a run as a singles champion? Maybe if you didn't have that stupid belt on Orange Cassidy for fucking about 10 years, you could have given him a run with that.
Exactly.
No, but CAEW, I think I've noticed a lot of people do just seem to get pushed right to the top. You need to progress.
No,
It's very rare the amount of people that can come in the first title they challenge for, singles title, is the world title.
Yeah.
Normally, you at least get a run with a minor belt first.
Yeah, I think this guy, should he not be holding the TNT title instead of Edge? And should Edge not be against Joe? That's like a dream match. I'm not going to pretend Edge Joe should be fucking Mania main event levels, but it is a dream match of sorts. See, 15 years ago, you're ho, that'd be good.
That was main event TNA, like.
Aye.
Main event of Bound for Glory, for sure. Anyway, guys, that's it. Wrestling Headlines gave it a 7.5 out of 10. My rating, unfortunately, will not be that high. I am going to give it... Honestly, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. I thought the final... You know, I'll give it a 2. I'm going to give it a 1. Sorry. I like the final segment, but I thought everything else sucked.
I'll give it a... Yeah, I was gonna give it a 2. Like, but I'll give it a 1. I think the final segment was alright. I did like the P Diddy comment. I do like when they incorporate real life issues, and it wasn't like woke or nothing. It was actually, you could describe it as edgy. I'll go as far as saying it was edgy.
Yeah, edgy. Unfortunately, Adam Copeland doesn't know anything about that anymore. Till next time, peace.